Hey y'all, it's Dobbs here, and I finished live streaming my church back at home today, and I heard a really good message from a guest preacher, so I thought I'd just share this message with you guys. So I did not come up with this message, but I twisted it a little bit to relate more to my life. I don't know about you guys, but when I was in elementary school, we'd have a time of the day where we all go to the library. And you could read all kinds of books, you could do different activities, you could do a lot of things in the library. But what I loved to do was always go to the Where's Waldo books. And so it would be me and maybe like 6 other friends around just this one book about this big looking for Waldo. And so when you look for Waldo, if you've done it or not before, you'll see many distractions and different people and things and animals. And they're all distractions so you won't find Waldo, to keep your eye off of your prize or your eye off of the topic and basically make you lose focus of what you have as your end goal in finding Waldo. So we'd all be crowded around and looking for him, and it could take 5 minutes or it could take 25 minutes. And when anyone found him, or when I found him, I remember I would point at him right away and say, "There he is," or tell my friends right away, tell my teacher, tell my classmates, tell everyone in the library that I found Waldo. And so just like that, that's how we should be with God. How we are with Waldo is how we should exactly be with God. So when you know where he is, you announce it, you go get it, you point at him, whatever, you tell everyone where he is. In Hebrews chapter 1, it talks about how God is reaching out to his people. He's there. He wants to communicate with us. He wants to find us. And he wants us to seek him. So we're told in Matthew 7, verse 7 through 8, "Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you will find. And knock and the door will be open to you." So the main part I focused on there was seek and you will find. Just like in the Where's Waldo books, if you seek God, you'll find him. Just like you sought out Waldo and you found Waldo. So with that, be encouraged. Because in 2 Chronicles chapter 15, verses 1 through 2, it says, "The Lord is with you while you are also with him. If you seek him, he will be found by you." Same thing there. It's just another part of repetition in the Bible, saying seek and you will find. If you look for God, you'll find him. There's no doubt about it. It may take 5 minutes, it may take 25 minutes, it may take 25 days, but you'll find God just as much as he's searching wholeheartedly for you. God's able to be found because he's the way, the truth, and the life. He wants us to find him because we need him. We have to have him. So don't lose sight of the fact that he wants us to seek, to ask, and to knock. Amidst all the chaos and all the distractions, just like in the Where's Waldo book, God will always be found. So you have to seek and find him. And when you do find him, you have to announce him in every situation. Whether it's in your job, or the workforce, or your homework and your school, or maybe athletics, whatever it is, if you find God, you announce him. You tell everyone where you found him, everyone where he is. Tell people how you found him, not just where you found him, but how you found him. And tell them how awesome he is. Another thing about how God and Waldo relate is because they both stand out. Yes, it may be hard to find him, but when you do find him, you see how they stand out. You see Waldo in his classic beanie and his glasses and the red striped shirt. No one else in that picture is dressed exactly like him. There's only one Waldo, and no one's like him. That's why you can always find him, because it's just one. God's the same way. God's the lily of the valley. He's the shining star in the midst of all of this chaos and darkness and misery of the world that we're in. But when you find God, you see how he's different. He stands out. Like I said, yes, you may have to search for him. You may not just see him in broad daylight. You can, but you may not. But once you find him, you'll see how different he is and how he stands out, and he's not like any other person or thing or whatever that you may have that you may be trying to fill with your heart. God is the only thing that can do that, and he stands out. He's awesome. So I challenge you today to ask, seek, and knock. And more importantly, when you find him, you tell everyone about him. You point to him and say, "There he is." And you tell everyone how you got to him, where you found him and how awesome he is. I hope you enjoyed this little Bible study today. Like I said, I heard it in church today and it just really moved me. I love metaphors, so when I heard it, I had to write it down right away, and I know I was going to do a video on it. So I hope you enjoy. I hope it touched you somehow. You can like and subscribe, or just watch this video and take something away with you. I hope you have an amazing week. Bye! Thank you!